Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing some lesser-known psychological tactics and techniques that can give you an edge in certain social situations. Now, I want to be clear. The knowledge I'm about to share should only be used ethically and not to manipulate or take advantage of others. However, understanding how the mind works can help you protect yourself and understand why people behave the way they do. So make sure you watch until the very end, because I'll be revealing 20 powerful psychological secrets you can use to your benefit. From subtle ways to persuade and influence others to covert tactics used by spies and law enforcement, this is stuff they don't teach you in school. Alright, let's get started. Secret 1. The contrast principle. The first technique we're going to talk about is known as the contrast principle. This is based on the fact that our minds determine value of something by contrasting it with others in its category. For example, an expensive item seems more valuable when placed next to a cheap item. We tend to perceive the bigger difference in extremes. You can use this knowledge to make people view your product or service more favorably. If you have two pricing options, showcase the more expensive one first, making the cheaper one seem like a relative bargain. In contrast, first impressions matter, so use contrast to highlight the aspects you most want to emphasize. Secret 2. The decoy effect. Next up is the decoy effect. This is a sneaky tactic used in marketing and sales. Basically, you offer two options and then add a third decoy option that makes one of the original options seem much more enticing. For example, say you want to sell a car for $25,000. You could offer just that one option. Or you introduce a second car at $45,000 to make the $25,000 seem cheap by comparison. And then the decoy, a third car with barely noticeable upgrades for $40,000. That third undesirable option makes the $25,000 car look like an incredible deal and shifts buyer psychology towards selecting that option. Secret 3. Motivational hysteresis number. Alright, now this is a good one. Motivational hysteresis refers to the tendency for our motivation to keep moving in the direction it was already going. In physics, hysteresis is when an effect lags behind its cause. Similarly, once we get momentum going in a certain direction, it's hard to stop or reverse course. Our motivation builds on itself. This is why it's so hard to start exercising or studying when we're feeling unmotivated. But once we force ourselves to begin, it gets easier to keep going. Use this knowledge about momentum to make progress. Commit to a small action to build the hysteresis effect, and your motivation will take over from there to keep you moving forward. Secret 4. Good cop, bad cop number. Moving on to number 4. We have the good cop, bad cop interrogation technique used by law enforcement. This works because of the principle of behavioral contrast. Alternating between positive and negative experiences amplifies both ends of the spectrum. For example, when questioned by a nice, understanding cop, we tend to cooperate more, thinking this good cop is on our side. But then when the aggressive bad cop comes in shouting threats, we become scared and desperate to appease them. This ends up making us far more suggestible overall. You can manufacture behavioral contrast without threats or unethical manipulation, though. Shift between constructive positive feedback and hard truths to influence people. The pairing enhances the effects of both praise and criticism. Secret 5. The Benjamin Franklin effect number. Ben Franklin once asked someone who disliked him to borrow a rare book. After they lent it to him, they became good friends. Franklin concluded that the best way to get people to like you is to do them a favor. Our minds rationalize that we must like people we voluntarily do nice things for. This reverse psychology works amazingly well. Next time you're having trouble connecting with someone, find an opportunity to do something helpful for them. Don't announce you're doing it for this purpose or even mention the favor. Watch as their attitude about you subtly improves as their subconscious reframes how it sees you. Alright, that covers the first 5 secrets. Let's take a quick 1-minute break here for me to drink some water and let you process what we've covered so far. Don't go anywhere. We still have 15 more powerful secrets coming up soon. Secret 6. Social proof number. Explanation of social proof and how we determine appropriate behavior by looking to what others do and imitating it. Examples like canned laughter making jokes seem funnier. seeing people lined up outside a restaurant making us view it as higher quality, going along with the crowd, etc. Secret 7. Extremeness aversion number. We prefer compromise options over extreme ones. Even if you want a very expensive item, start with suggesting an absurdly high price, then compromise down. The other party will anchor their perception of you to the exaggerated first offer, making your actual target seem more reasonable. Secret 8. The decoy effect part 2 number. More examples of how the decoy effect works in different contexts. How you can use it yourself for things like pricing, making a resume stand out, choosing a job offer, etc. Secret 9. Illusory correlation number. Seeing connections and patterns where none exist. Let people's imagination fill in causation. Allow rumors and speculation to grow endlessly without confirmation. We are wired to search for explanations. Secret 10. Achievement priming number. Exposure to words related to achievement can actually improve performance by priming the subconscious towards that goal. Try framing tasks as opportunities to excel rather than just things you need to check off. Secret 11. Error choice blindness number. People are unlikely to realize you've given them a false choice if they don't notice immediately. This is often exploited unethically in dishonest sales funnels online. But the mind's blind spot for details it isn't directly focused on can be ethically used to guide choices. Secret 12. Strategic anchoring number. Setting an anchor point makes that the standard we evaluate things by. Price was $1,000, now just $500. We buy assuming $1,000 was the fair price. Salary range $50 to $120. We now expect $80 is reasonable. Anchor expectations early. Secret 13. The distinction bias number. We view options as dissimilar from each other and the overall category. Someone may say they don't drink much but still consider themselves a wine connoisseur. We narrow definitions when viewing our own behavior. Categorize carefully. Secret 14. The IKEA effect number. We ascribe more value to things we have partially created ourselves. This is why IKEA furniture seems valuable though rickety. Apply this by letting people customize products or be part of your creative process. They'll value the end result more. Only 6 more to go. Secret 15. The focusing illusion number. We overestimate the impact and emotional intensity of future events we're focused on. Worst day ever rarely ends up that bad. Happiest day of my life is an impossible forever benchmark. Remind yourself, this too shall pass. Secret 16. The von Restorff effect number, also known as the isolation effect. This causes us to remember distinctive items that stand out from their surroundings. Make key elements prominent and unique when presenting information you want remembered. Secret 17. Egocentric empathy gap number. We underestimate how much our viewpoint will change in different states and situations. Think back to a time you felt completely different. It's hard, but reminding yourself that your current perspective is temporary helps rational decision-making. Secret 18. Occam's broom number. Tendency to ignore evidence against our preferred theories while seeking only confirming evidence. Actively look for disproving cases and alternative explanations to combat this bias. Simplest is not always correct when facts say otherwise. Secret 19. The Semmelweis reflex number. Dismissing new evidence because it contradicts entrenched norms, beliefs, or paradigms. Named after Semmelweis, who discovered hand-washing saved lives but was mocked for years. Keep an open and curious mindset. Finally, secret number 20. Secret 20. Hanlon's razor number. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. Don't just assume ill intent. Unethical behavior often arises from laziness, recklessness, misunderstanding, or inexperience. Of course, call out true malice where warranted, but offer education first. Well, there you have it. 20 of the most useful and mind-blowing psychology secrets you can start using right away in your life. Remember, knowledge is power, so use your new understanding ethically. I hope you found this video insightful. Let me know which secrets resonated most with you in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe out there and use your new psychological skills wisely. All right, take care.